So Karan, what do you think? Is that generative AI is mature now? Is the hype gone? Like what you were saying, initially 1 year back, everybody was wondering, oh, will I have a job?
Yeah.
Do you think that hype is gone? Now we know the strengths of generative AI. We know the limitations. Means I think we are in now real world. Okay, okay, there are plus points. There, it's not replacing programmers completely at this point. I know. I remember there was a. I'm not getting that project. There was a project somebody came with a software which where software, it generates the code, executes the code, check in the source safe, and you can deploy the code. That turned out to be hype. uh,
Right.
I'm not getting the project name right now. And now we know the limitation. It's not it's not removing developers by zeros. There's no need of developers. Okay.
No,
That.
there is a need, but I think developers become better developers. And
Yes.
second part is my only concern is, do when the business at the end of the day in 5 or 10 years realize that developers, all developers will become better developers, are uh, because then they don't have to have, all of them don't have to have very good skills. Skills can be downloaded. So then it becomes like the business would be, I think that's the scary part. I mean, that they would feel that, okay, you know what, we expect if a business is a big business, or they are experimenting, those kind of businesses, then you would not care. But when you are in a money, how you resource crunching, then they will feel like we can always hire less amount of developers because we can use AI tools. Even the business people can use AI tools. So for small, not if the developer, if the project is not as big or as extensive, then certain things can be done by business people also. That's what I think will happen too. Like smaller projects, side projects, in-house projects. Regular ASP.NET website, they have in-house. You don't need a developer. I think in 5 years, some business person would be like, "Hey, I have this admin site I'm thinking about," and you can easily there make that
Did you say,
admin
Karan,
site.
in 5 years you don't see the need of developers?
I do, but I think for bigger projects,
Okay,
extensive
I have
projects.
to, since it's going live, I have to put a disagreement. I don't disagree with text. I'm a very optimistic, positive person. I still believe that we will need a software professional.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
what is Karan saying is another part
Yeah,
that you know. Mhm.
I
And one
just
thing,
Yes.
like Karan said, like
So
developers
Aditya,
by
before you go
using chat.
further, hey Aditya,
Okay.
Aditya, go
Yes.
you go further. So myself and Karan, we are in USA. We are talking about artificial intelligence, generative artificial
Mhm.
intelligence helpers from our perspective. Aditya, you are in India. I want
Yes.
to know about from you, from what you hear from your friends. Is there pressure from the company to use it? Are people using on your own? What do you think about artificial intelligence, generative AI, and how people in India are using it? Go ahead. Go ahead,
So
Aditya.
here at our company, we have received chat GPT subscription from company itself, and few managers promoting it to use, and few managers are not encouraging to use more chat GPT for developers. Few managers are think that it can, like Karan said, developers can become better developers by using these tools, chat GPT, or because it writes better code or something. And few managers are um, not encouraging it because they think that developers will be rely on it, and if they will it is not going to help too much in their future. They will just rely on it and keep copying for copy paste like that. They will lose the ability to develop good software in near future. So this is what we are getting the mixed opinion on the use of these tools. Mm.
Aditya, Copilot you have to pay, right? So that's what you're saying. Companies buying people licenses for Copilot.
Yes, yes, we have Copilot and also ChatGPT subscription by company itself. So it is
Mhm.
not managers are not saying that you do not use or you use. It's up to us. They have provided us, and
Mhm.
it's up to us. We can use it. But I'm using it heavily. And
So you are using subscription or open so non-subscription uh,
official, I'm using official
uh,
in
uh,
our team,
uh,
a Microsoft
subscription?
team.
Okay, okay.
So company have provided one.
Some there was a somewhere like I wrote a comment some time back, and it became very controversial. I think this was a comment made by NVIDIA CEO.
Hmm.
He said, artificial intelligence will not take your job, but the person who knows how to use artificial intelligence, who knows how to leverage artificial intelligence, will take your job. I think, considering you are taking a risk if you are ignoring artificial intelligence tool, not taking, not using them to be more productive. You're really taking a chance. That's what I think. What do you
Yeah.
think, Karan?
Yes, 100%. I think, see, anything which makes your productivity increase. So, some people, I feel like, some developers have pride that, my code, I've written it, nobody else can write it like this, or I know how it should be. But if you, I don't think developers should have pride in that sense. That, you should know the problem, you should know the business idea, and you have solved it, but you should, of course, ask ChatGPT also, is this good? Because sometimes even if a basic thing like all the checks, for example, all the fringe cases, for example, am I taking care of all the fringe cases? Am I taking care if the business database connection stops or the internet connection stops or AWS is not able to be found? All those small fringe cases, even, or I'm taking a good repository pattern or some other pattern, I'm properly executing it. I mean, those things I am doing it, but I think when you put it over there and copy and paste the code, you're like, oh, they said, no, you didn't do this, you didn't do that. And that's a good thing. Yeah, 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 sure. Yes, I didn't do it. I didn't write the good comments. Yes, I didn't. And so it helps you become a better developer. And secondly, it makes your productivity increase. You don't have to write the whole code. For example, if there are some functions to be written, and those are so simple that you don't even want to spend writing the code. You'd like write a function for n factorial, for example. I don't want to remember that how n factorial works. Just give me the function. Why think about it when it's so easy, and somebody else can do a better job at it. Yeah. So I think
Uh,
that.